Okay, no more stalling because oh, sorry, I've been watching. This is the voice of Ryan. It's Immaterial Gamers, and this is the not yet titled Monday stream, where we carry on playing through Pyre, and we're just finishing an episode of Impractical Jokers. It was the punishment. It was strip high five. I'll probably not keep talking about that because they kept going, and I am watching. What the hell? No, anyway, yeah. Let's go. Let's carry on. Let's load the campaign. So we've succeeded in getting one person out of the downside. And it's time to continue our journey to try and get someone else out of the downside. Being here in Flagging Hands continues to sap most everyone's spirits. That's not good. Keep losing hope. Here we go, the Pit of Malif. That's what we were due to do. Here in the soiled grounds of the Flagging Hand, you encountered a messenger imp to deliver news and rumours from the other side. This time, the news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the Council or the Blood Border. Okay. Each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned Council members could do anything about it, he left them. Well, continues to desert. He since made contact with Volfred's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom. Ooh. The last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going. I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about him. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, man. Well, we're not, but, you know, we're getting there. So, yeah. Kiha! Tizo is happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? He did it. Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. News of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Yeah, we get our hope back. Now we keep needing to enlighten people here because we've got to we have to keep hey you guys, always nice to see some more customers because, you know, I don't always get too much around here and sometimes it gets kind of lonely here, I guess. Alright, what have we got here? Okay. More gold. We don't want scribe snuff. Yeah, well, let's pick up a scoop of stardust. Hey, 69 gold remaining. Nice. Because it's all about sorting out, you know, who we think we're gonna take up next. I feel at this point it might just be having to try and get Jodariel out of there. Though at that point, she's the most enlightened out of the lot of them. So it's a consideration, really. In fact, actually, that talisman, the Tailwind Crest. Give her 7 quickness. Give her 8 quickness. There we go. So it's fully leveled now. Perfect. And I feel I want to just sort of level up Tizo's thing, because Tizo would probably be my next choice out of there. But, you know, it's just how it's going to work. So, I'll be seeing you guys. Okay, Falcon Run. Right, let's get into it. Let's commence the rite. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Ray behaving strangely. More than usual. Maybe he's here. I mean, I think he has to be here, somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. Oh, it's just, I think maybe my friend is here. And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that? That's him, my friend, he's here. Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the pit and believe. They begin making necessary preparations. Ray rushes over to them before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Her friend is the kid, isn't it, that's been adopted by a dog. Look, I just saw Paddington 2 for the first time today, you know.
You exiles of the Nightwings.
Hello.
You are returned once more unto the pit of Melith.
Yeah.
Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Fate.
Oh yeah,
Snuff out
yes it
their
is.
Pyre's flame and show your worth.
I'll try.
Now, prepare yourselves.
Oh, hello again, hello. Why, hello indeed, young one. We're the Fate, and once again we hail you and all the Nightwings. Ah, thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not, but let me see here. Alma! Alma, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he's not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay, I mean, my friend, I hope he remembers me. You. Wait, where's father? Father? Oh, hello again. Your father, he went looking for you, Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had better not be some Nightwing's trick, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Alma. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, here is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times. Maybe they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch as Ray skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She's about your age? Father!
Now let us
Right.
get started.
Oh yes, we need to learn now about the Fate, don't we? So... Okay, so Dalbert's got... There's less than... Ooh. Ooh, so they have a catch-up mechanic. So they all have a catch-up mechanic. Fair enough. Right, what we need to do is... Dariel, get in. Let's just think about who else we want to choose here. I think we still want to choose, effectively, Team Speedy. Yeah, everyone else's enlightenment can wait for now. Yeah, Team Speedy, here we go. Whoop. Tizo cautions Ray not to be distracted by her adversaries, not in this or any right. Steel yourself, Armor. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail, here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son. There we go.
Now begin.
It's the movement of Jadariel, man. It's just like... Oh dear. Zip! Whee whee!
A flame is stricken.
Get in there. No, you don't. Whoop. Oh no! Dropped it. Peace out!
So it is.
Go, Tizo, go! No, you don't. Whoop.
All
No!
for naught.
No. Oh. Oh.
Somebody get the orb.
Get in the orb. Don't. Unlucky, pal. Whoa. No. Hey.
Brilliantly done.
Yeah, I'd like to say brilliantly did it. Ah, impressively conducted to this point, O Nightwings. Yet while our pyre burns, we shall still strive.
Zap.
Zap. No!
Simply abhorrent.
It is simply abhorrent. How badly?
Well, I dare say.
Damn. It's 26, Jesus. Gotta be really careful here.
Unfortunate for Dalbert.
It is unfortunate for Delbert. Wah!
I'm a scribe.
Take that. There's 30. Right, so
End the ceremony.
I will look to certainly try. No,
You'll have
nope.
to do better than that.
Oh, that was a decent dive.
Fires of this foe.
Right, well, we're all up anyway now.
Didn't see it coming.
Let me, peace out.
And it is done.
It is. That was
The
quite...
Nightwings prevail.
The team that I've got here, Team
Their
Speedy,
fire burns
kind of,
whilst that of their adversaries
just
is
does
but
seem to
ash.
work.
The
I mean, it's a shame that I will be looking at getting, sending one of them up. Wait, I wanted, I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologise, I think. Ah, young one, you must not say such things. You're one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Alma? Is it? Alma? I just, had a question. Ask quickly, and then go about your business. Oh, I just, would you be my friend?
Huh?
What? I was wondering if you'd be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you're brave and gentle with your father, so... I shall see you in a little while, my son. But the scribes, were they not friends? I chose to think they brought us here, to be closer together and not to be apart.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Yeah, there is. Good. Go, everyone. Go, everyone, leveling. It's all fine.
Right.
Or at least getting some inspiration. That's all fun. And it sounds like Ray might be making a new friend. After vanquishing the fate in the right, the time has come for you to search the stars again and determine where next they shall take you. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Ah yes, right. See, basically beating who we're beating is going to determine who we're going to face in the big right. So let's look at the planner. So at this rate, I mean, we can take... So remember, it's the triumvirate with the highest favour is poised to take on the Nightwings. Currently at the moment, we would be taking on Essence. Failing that, it would be Dissidents. Fate have lost favour. So... we don't know how many... We don't know when the next Liberation right would be. Right, I mean, I prefer not to face the Essence. So, let's have a look at who we've got here. So we've got the Withdrawn, the Dissidents, and then up at top, here. Yeah, we can go to Lou. we'll take on the essence and try and sort them out. So we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I'm here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, a harp of the high ring Weminance. Well, we know how this works. Tamitha Thane, a harp of the high wing Weminance, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. Well, I'm done with that line. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes, or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the high-ring remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. Once she hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defences so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathiser. Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though, I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now I'd best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though come morning the Black Wagon will press onwards. Yeah? Cool. Oh, hi Ray. Hey, received a black cap. What's this? Oh. Wee. Honk honk. So let's just have a look here. Yeah, let's speak to Ray. Ray seems very happy about something and has been chatting softly to herself. Chanting, even. Softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the ride, he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, and then he left to go find Master Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so, I think maybe that we are friends now. Don't you think so too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those that we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it, is that not so? He's very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then... It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That is what I think, little brother. And I told them so, and maybe the next time I see Alma and Mr. Dalbert again, they'll be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing her as she goes. Oh, hi, reader. You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Hey, Ray has gained 1 hope permanently. Sorted. Right. Let us continue on then. Got more stuff to... Oh, being here in Flag in Hands continues to sap most everyone's spirits. Can we leave then? Let's take off. Let's go. Past where they would normally be. Oh, hi. Pleasure to encounter you within the skies themselves of Night Wings. They deliberately crashed into us, father, yet you still address them in such a cordial manner. Now, Alma, I'm certain it was an honest accident, and appears no lasting damage has been done. Please, take the helm as I shall go and start to pick up all the fallen artifacts which shook free from the walls after the impact. Perhaps some of these old heirlooms may yet be repaired with adhesives drawn from certain flora we may find along our long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings. You stay away from us. Well, it's the only way I can actually speak to you is by boarding you. Okay, the Glade of Loo. The hidden Glade of Loo is now impossible to find on foot, though there it lies, below us, protected even now by the enchantment of Loo Scalarian 100 Mines. What a name. Love it. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your Commonwealth. The mouth of the river Scalarian. Oh, cool. Opens wide, not very far from here. It was there that limbless Arizek, the root titan, was defeated, turning the region lush and livable for at least for certain denizens. Although, of course, not everyone believes this. Your adversaries, the Essence, must be working to find their way even now. Good fortune in your right against them, reader. Thanks, Tariq. Got 2 places that we can land. We can either work on vocations or valuables. I think we're going to go for the vocations. Your wagon tucks down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfrid and Pamifer as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. It's vocation time. Or it will be after we explore Cinderroot. You and Ray make a quick search of the dense foliage of Cinderroot, however you find nothing of note. How about we go in circles? We could go in circles. No, Ray, no. We do not go in circles, we would. I'm not even gonna question why. You soon return to the Black Wagon, where the others are preoccupied with their own pursuits. You should have enough time to pursue your vocations. Let's do it, let's check the book. This afternoon you feel especially drawn to the... Yeah, we've done that. Right, 1 presence. There we go. We make sure everyone's got 2 presents. It's all good. And then... Oh, Ray's here again. Ray seems to be talking to the Black Wagon's walls again, though this time something seems to have come over it. Little brother, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You're unsure whether to check in with her or leave it be. So, your concern for her is such that you'd best check in to make sure she's alright, or Ray would not be here if she lacked the capacity to work through her problems. Now, I'll get her attention. Though Ray is clearly capable of surviving on her own, you do worry for her, and in this case, make an attempt to reach out to her. Oh, hi, reader. I don't think I saw you there just now, and so my little brother here and I, we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking. Why, my little brother is just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He can't respond, but he can listen, and he listens really well. Now I'd like to get back to my conversation here with him, if you don't mind, and you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. It seems Ray's doing alright after all. Well, in that case, I'll keep listening. You decide to take Ray up on her invitation and keep listening to her conversation with the wagon wall. Her little brother, as she calls it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. It's that they always said that there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't really tell me what. They just said I was moon-touched. Those deemed impaired by Commonwealth standards are very different in a negative sense. The biggers. Good old Commonwealth biggers, yeah. But so what? So then the scribes, they called me here, and they were the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel, they were always so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time, no one that I recall, really, although so much of it back then, I can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of it, I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out and let the scribes take care of me, they said. The scribes, they would take care of me. It was so very quiet here, and I was all alone again, although I think I liked it more. Being alone down here, and being alone back there. Everybody's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone, somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. Here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know? And then one night, I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer all my questions, don't you think? but I'm so very glad I found you and the others. I'm finally not alone. I'm finally not alone, and more importantly, I think sometimes I even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe as we get closer, maybe I will get to feel that way more often, being here, or being anywhere, with you and all of my friends. She falls silent. Though you were concerned for her at first, you sense that now she's at peace. She wanders off, faintly smiling. You sense you have a better understanding of her now. Wow. So if we actually have a look at the roster and look at Ray now, let's have a look at her biography. So her crime was vagrancy. She failed to meet basic cognitive standards. Sometimes I want, you want the Commonwealth Revolution to happen as peacefully as possible, and then you read something like that and you think, they don't deserve it, but always be on the idea of trying to be the better man. Straight in, straight to the Glade of Lou. And thus that sort of makes me question whether it's worth throwing Ray up there. I'm going to be bloody happy. When your life of exile is better than the life above. Even if you are pardoned of all crimes. En route to the Glade of Lou, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. That does it. I'm leaving. The cause of Jodariel's outburst soon becomes apparent. Well, reader darling, at least some of us know how to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point out, I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum on that happened on her former unit's watch. I mean, didn't it? Not that she would have made much of a difference, had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint. Okay. That she was spared by her exile here. I thought she held no love for your Commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in that dreadful place, but I guess I hit a sore spot. I should probably apologise. She swoops off. There is no sign of either one of them. You organise a small search. It proves fruitless, but then Jodariel returns alone, as if nothing happened. She's back to her calm self. Let's continue. I regret the interruption. Pyre soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. At least, I think perhaps I didn't make things worse. Yeah, not great. She returns to her business in the wagon. You make ready to resume your travels, but make a note to follow up with them. Because you know. Right. Here you are, Pyre. You find Pyre in the midst of a heated conversation. All I'm saying is, we're limiting not only our own chances individually, but all your friends' chances as well. Jodariel seems to be considering whatever it is that Pyre proposed. Reader, the harp here is suggesting that perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for the better part of my life. Just with me, Jodariel. I cannot vouch for anybody else. How utterly absurd. If I were in the Commonwealth, I would have not stayed my hand against her, that I can say for certain. However, as Hedwyn would say, what happened back there? Perhaps none of that matters anymore, and what matters more is what we do from here. That is to say, I'm willing to give it a shot. You mean you would be willing to conduct the rites with me? Yes. Excellent. I knew that you would come around. Thought she'd never come around, but I ought to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm grateful for your open-mindedness. No need to let old enmities between our ancestors ruin things between us, or the others in our little party for that matter. After all, do not push it with me, Harp. We shall see if the reader here is thus inclined to pair us in the coming race. I'm willing to defer to them. Anyway, you see, I think I managed to make amends here. Or there. Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. Pyre and Jodariel are now willing to conduct the rites together. Hope for the best. Lovely. So we could do that. Hello. Hey guys, look, I got something here I think which maybe you would like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. Sun serum, okay, star serum, and moon serum. Cool. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. And besides, they can give you just the little lift you need. You know what I mean? You get thirsty for them, don't even worry, I can get more soon. So, we did get a black cap that we can sell. Here we go. How much do these cost? Ah, but we'd have to use them. No, I'm not good. I'm good for that, I think. We'll just save our money. You guys really are my favourite customers, you know? Sure. Right. Let us commence the rite then. The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations for the coming rite. Through all the ceremony, you realise Pyre is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the Glade of Liu. She returns just as you're beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. I had to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She's holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out, get out. Get out! Whoa, okay, so she knows I can get into her head. Anyhow, it looks as if the show's about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. As Pyre departs, you see she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister Tamitha once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. I don't know if it's worth putting to... I want to put... Oh, something else catches your notice in the sky. This time, strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognise. The greater titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit. Not in form, but those dark stars are a pretentious sight. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth you may invite the influence of the Titan stars. Ah, yes. Yes, the supergiant way of just adding a little bit extra to make things a little bit more challenging. Usually providing a little bit of a benefit.
Behold, the Titan stars.
Yeah. Okay, so... if we think we're confident, okay. So either they'll be quicker, they will have more hope, meaning they return after banishment quicker, or we start with 30 less of a pyre. I think we can deal with the hope. We can do both.
Islak Astroborn.
So, you know what? We'll do it. 13% extra. So they have more hope, and they will react quicker and be more cunning. So the AI will be better. You know what? Let's give it a try. If it fails, this will be our first loss. We'll be 10-1. And it's not a it's not a final right, so
dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again.
Thank you very much.
Put up their pyre first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, make ready for the rite!
Yeah, let's go for it. The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts herself. Pyre, come forth. No trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Tamitha then reaches for a mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh, too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes on the night before one of those things. Or these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The high wing remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamela cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal, then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades here, surely you give them pause. Even now, they must be questioning your loyalty. But I... Oh, cut it with the stammering Pamela. It is very unbecoming, you know that? And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoins the other exiles of the Essence, Pamela hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. That I would keep her up to date about our progress, and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember you can count on me. I don't know if I can. Oh, their Pyre has got an extra 25 health. So, yeah. So 25 extra health. Shikara is faster. So both Shikara and Umani are faster, and Tamitha gave us extra health. Right, with that. Dariel. And we are going to bring in Tamitha. What are we going to put on her? What do we have? What do we have? Let me just think. Maybe they use the lucrative contracts, I suppose. But we will put her in. And then I think still at that point we choose Ruki, yeah?
Ruki, it is done.
Don't really want to get in the middle of this mess, but what the hey, you got it, chum. Yeah, well, face us, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The pain and the loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Are you quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? There is no compromise here, Pamela. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then, so be it. Right, let's go.
Commence.
Oh, balls. Okay.
Banishment.
Oh dear. They did say there were going to be more cunning. Oh dear.
That one, I'd be rather angry.
Oh dear, they... Oh. Whoa.
Too bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they are quite more cunning. I think we might be losing our first one here.
Did not hesitate.
Oh, I missed. I missed. That's awful.
There it is.
Yeah, getting absolutely hammered here. You seem distracted, Pyre. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Word you feel that I'm owed, perhaps? Amethyst stops at this and reaches for a mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. What you did to me? Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it upon further upon every last survivor of the high-wing remnants. Now, no more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha. Yet here in exile, she is naught but talk.
Oh, come on, in. Really?
A stifled effort.
Peace out. Ah.
Tamitha has doused the flame.
Well, we got it to 105. Get in.
Spectacularly done.
Right, so 75.
The orb.
Yeah, I have the orb. Oh, get in. No. What the hell?
Do it. Done.
Ah. Oh, we're all back up now, so. Oh my god.
Be gone, Joe Daniel.
Come on in.
The orb's unclaimed again.
Oh, damn it. I jumped too low. Get in.
Joe Dariel doused the adversary's
It's down to
flame.
45.
Perhaps you are.
We're back in this. Peace out. Nope, nope. Again, it happened again.
Barely a mark against that flame.
38. But Jadariel's back up.
You seem unable to stop these people. Caught out.
Peace. Nope.
Now plunge into the flames.
I'm trying, damn it.
You
God
left
damn it.
yourselves wide open.
18. Get in.
Utterly brazen.
Got 15. Any one of us gets in there, it's fine.
Now go on, just once more.
Well, the orb is on the pyre.
And it is
Damn it.
done.
Well, we're going to lose eventually, I guess, but you know,
They pulled together ere their pyre sputtered out.
maybe putting on 2.
Perhaps your fortune shall be better next time.
Yeah. You and the Nightwings may have experienced your first defeat, but this is not the end. Rather, this is an opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press onwards. Jadariel, for example, learned a valuable lesson this night. Ah. So too was Pamitha, not in spite of this setback with the Essence, but because of it. And Ruki is no exception. He's gained more insight there as well. Your fellow exiles all shall gain enlightenment and learn and grow from what transpired. And your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcomes now and all throughout your quest is to be yours alone. Unimpressive, Pamifer. What good is your offer to show me favour in the liberation rite if I could just as well prevail against your comrades on my own? It will be different then. Though, I suppose that you won't reconsider. You know that I cannot. You were always obstinate, but in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait, what of your comrades, the Essence? You must need them at least. Mincing my words as Emma Pamifer. Know that I do love you, in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. You're a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means towards an end, the likes of which you would never abide. Do you think that you could sway me from my purpose, Pamifer? Pamifer remained silent for some time. No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Just so. So then, you understand me after all. Pamifer does not turn to watch her blood sister depart.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
Yeah. Not good. It wasn't good. Oh, we'll go for that.
The rite awoke great understanding within Ruki.
Sweet. Yeah, so what can we get here? Oh, yeah, we'll take that. And Pamifer gets.
The exiled Pamifer perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Stuff. What can we get here?
The
Let's
holy
hope Wind
power
Fury.
of the eldest matriarch, until the stars align.
So, not the outcome we were hoping for exactly, Jodie darling. Hope is not something I dwell upon at this point, Harp. This outcome was predictable. Then, you'll go back to refusing to conduct the rites with me, is that it? I did not say that. Our failure this night does not fall solely on your shoulders. I was not accustomed to your presence. Room for improvement, then. Sorry for the outcome anyway, though maybe next time. Yeah, it feels a bit weird to go into that. You know, 10 on a row and then our first defeat, mainly due to being a bit greedy, I'd say. Back at the wagon after suffering defeat by the Essence and a narrow loss, you're about to join the others in discussing the outcome when Volfred finds you. I trust what you did. Trust you did what you deemed necessary there, my kin, though I admit I would have liked to see a different outcome. Now, I'm afraid I need a bit of time from you, for there is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Okay. Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Oh, we lost just as the liberation rite happened. Goddamn, Solium. Right, well, and with this, well, based on this, it's whoever's at the highest favour, yeah? We'd be having a rematch with the Essence. So, oh dear. The rites are calling you again to the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free, should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. What's this? The plan's current probability of success is 32%. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the Essence, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Okay. Soon, everyone is off to rest, as best as they are able, and knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Oh, we're going to talk. Ah. Hi, Pamifer. Despite Pamifer's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say. Not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologise to you, to everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand. My attempts with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as well you saw, so at this point I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though, tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. Well, I mean, you keep telling me to get out your head. Say that you trust her. You express remember that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity. But if they don't, you need but tell me to depart and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me stay and I'll see this through, with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Tamitha's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she's less troubled now after your brief conversation. Yeah, that sounds right. Right, let's continue. Let's take off, let's head to the mountain, and then we'll look at taking a break. Whee! Here we are. So, got Emperor's Fall or Emperor's Ascent. Ascent's Tamitha shall gain favour from scribes if you land here. Emperor's Ascent, your Ascent's Tizo shall gain favour from the scribes if you land here. I would like to go with Tizo because I feel that was better than having Tamitha in it. It didn't work out in terms of making the choice. So, you make landing on the sacred Mount Elodial, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Balfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to the Fall of Solian by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan should ultimately succeed. Okay. And with that, we're going to go and take a quick break. We will then seek the Harp Scribe's favour after. So, yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Let's join Tizo on a trip. Later that day, you accompany Tizo into the sheer cliffs of Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Trieste Titus awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Tino's inner force, as clear as if he were speaking aloud. Hello again, old friend. I hope the stars are comforting to you. These night wings are as strong a spirit as I've seen. Please, look after them. Soon, you and he have finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Trieste Titus has shown you favour. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. Hey, Tizo gained 2 quickness for the next right. Perfect, I guess we're putting Tizo in. Alright, what have we got? We got some speed. Oh, Tizo, what's up? Tizo seems to be in the midst of the conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed about something. And, above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm he's not playing some sort of prank. I am being serious. Have you known to me to be the jesting sort? Tizo seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so. Then, please do not degenerate. Let's try that again. Just so. Then, please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the 8. And more importantly, you are my friend. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words, and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? Oh, heartfully concur. Easily. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He is an extraordinary imp indeed. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug. Tizo is grateful to you for his kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off happily as the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special, a quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it. They may be useful allies, now, more than willing to conduct the rites, whilst having no desire to leave this place. Although, little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The lone minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Right, so Tizo's got, hope and quickness for the next rite. I think it's quite clear he's going to be in there. I'm going to study in private, because we're going to start getting that glory, I think. What you there? Yep. There we go. Righteousness. All Nightwings gain 1 glory. Just the little extras that we need. Well, let's continue up. Okay, so we've got Temple Cistern. You sense Gilman shall gain favour from the scribes along this route. Temple High Road, you sense Rookie shall gain favour. I think I'm going to go with Rookie. Because we're going to go from a team, again, I think of Tizo, Rookie, and hopefully Jadariel has got the enlightenment over the rest. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Luz Galarian, and Rookie happens to take notice. So, you scribes people, can you hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me, and they've been waiting for a while now. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Luz Galarian has shown you favour. God damn, I'm thinking of trying to get Jadariel up there. And Bleeding Cup Rookie wanting to go. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upwards towards the summit past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you towards the archway where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Ah yes, please do as she says. Everyone steps forward, one after another, much like before. Ray passes through the gate. Ruki passes through the gate. Pamotha passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. Jadariel passes through the gate. Tizo. Alfred. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses you all of you in a formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. And the lone minstrel glances up at the Gate Guardian. With our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. Right, well, here we go again. Again, you top the again, you gain the top of Mount Aladiel, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall soon follow Headwind from this place. Okay. Oh, hey guys. It's it gets real awful cold up here. Sometimes waiting for customers. So come on in, okay? And good luck in that big battle thing that you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's going to be exciting from my friends. What have we got here? Inferno Bloom. Got ourselves a handful of Stardust. Let's go for it. Right. Let's do it. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because, I gotta say, you're my favourite customers I've had all week. Go. Right, we do. We go again. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my kin. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, but we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time, if possible. No, simply that for each one of us who goes, in so doing he or she shall raise our total chances of success. Reader, this night you shall confront the Essence. They have already appointed Tamitha to be liberated should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my kin. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. Whoop. Okay, so I'm going to turn these off. Because I think for liberation rites, I mean, for normal rites, yeah, absolutely. For liberation rites, no, I want to be prepared and done. So... let's go for it.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the Essence which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
Well, here we go. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume my responsibilities as flight tactician of the High Wing Remnants. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended, should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan. Then, our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that you cast into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thane. Here, you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought to take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore, unlike your Trieste Tifis. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools in their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. Speak not again thus of the saints, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha Thane. Tamitha scoffs, then turns her attention towards your side. And, Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison to the hatred grown for your Commonwealth in the mountains of the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more, the first companion whom you shall choose shall go free this very night, if you prevail. Only the enlightened may thus be anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen for the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
So yeah, it is between... Let me have a look at the bios here. We still don't know. We still don't know what her sentence is. Nor do we know of Ruki's. We're obviously not going to send Tizo over because he's a... I think we go for it. We anoint Jodariel. That is your wish.
Who shall lend her support?
And then of course, yeah, Ruki and Tizo. Don't have to ask me twice, none of everything Jodie and I have been through. And then we send Tizo. And I think next time round we look at Ruki, which means we then have to start leveling other stuff. Tizo seems very determined to support Jodariel.
The choice is cast.
One final obstacle to overcome ere I can soar again above your Commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first, let us dance this final time. Well, let's go for it.
Commence.
Get in. They are 94. As the liberation rite continues, you sense Pamitha reaching out to you. Or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader, someone, please. Let her prevail. Let her prevail, please. Let her prevail here, this once. If this fort makes me a traitor, so be it, but please, let Tamitha prevail, for she is here wrapped in all of this because of me. The plea trails off, and Pamitha remains steadfast, all her attention focused on the liberation rite. And, as for Tamitha, prepare yourselves, Nightwings, and as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure I may never have to see your smirking countenance again. Nah, she doesn't deserve it. Sorry. No. Oh, god damn. Just... Peace out. No, what? She's just too fast. What? Why was it not letting me pass to... It was not letting me pass to Jadariel. Get in. 63. Let's go. Get in. 47. Hark now, my sisters. Down what the book says. Advance to strike formation. Prevail here against these wretches, no matter the cost. In disregard for the raise of the right, Tamifafane has ordered a triumvirate to push further afield, adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of the right. Oh, they start closer. I mean, sure. Just fly over and... Oh, come on.
Thrusts herself into the searing flame. Quite the turn of events.
Peace out.
Rookie plunged into their
Oh, we've got to do this.
Be gone now, Talitha.
Get in.
And there it is.
Oh, that was closer.
The Night Wings proved their worth.
I'm not letting Tamitha in.
The same cannot be said.
Dear God, no.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Well, damn you for this, Panther. All of this because of you. After all this time, she turns her gaze towards the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice, though faintly now. Farewell then, reader. All of you. For now. Nah, I just saw your statement there. You think you should let her go? Nah, they've got to earn their freedom. And obviously we want the Commonwealth to end in the plan is to do it the least violently. Letting an absolute raging harp put all pay to that and just destroy everything solves nothing. So, that's my reasoning. Oh, Tizo! Yay, you leveled up again, my friend. What have we got here? Yes, Inner Glory. Why not? And Pamitha.
Until the rites begin anew.
Well, Pamitha, truly, did you get the best of me again? Know that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course. Yet, I am certain they shall someday prevail, with or without my aid. To think that I was born to shed blood of someone such as you. Well, to be fair, Tamitha, Pamitha did wish for me to lose. I chose against it. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the essence and the liberation rite. Not too shabby, people. Tizo is pleased that Jadariel is finally free. You succeeded in liberating Jadariel, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. What's the success rate now? 40%. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or should I say, the lack thereof? You have, or did. Once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness, following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then, let us go, once more, to Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Oop, bloop. Hey, Tariq. After the liberation of Jadariel, you find the lone minstrel back in the wagon, looking as though no such thing had just occurred this night. You think you see him tilt his head as you approach. Some words of congratulations are in order for this evening, I should think, reader. And so, congratulations on prevailing in the liberation rite. Surely Jadariel shall be most grateful, and her safe return unto the Commonwealth ought to benefit the plan in which you all now play a part. As for your adversaries of the Essence, this must have been a bitter loss for them and Tamatha, although they must have known their chance was far from certain. Thus, shall we all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. Celeste and I are to return to our respective duties for the time, as now, Scribe's Gate is sealed. I await when next we shall meet, when next you may live up to the glory of the Nightwings in the eyes of the 8 scribes, which yet shine down for us. He trails off, then nods to you in his cordial manner, and bids you the good rest of the evening. Ah. Let's move on. Back to Moonlight Alcove. Whee. You once again find yourself amid the hidden splendours of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. So we do get the ability to bide our time. I'm just going to look at Volfred's planner again. So now we need a new exile. Should be interesting. The probability of success. You throw someone like Tizo in, it's not really going to make things better. So now they've lost all their favour, and it'd be a case of now deciding who we would like to face again here. Right, let's bide our time. We've returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I shall expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there's something I must do. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the dark side. Or downside. Why do I keep calling it the dark side? You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There, upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all a part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Volfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon, everyone is assembled, and Volfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I have not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang a moment in the air. I tell you what all I see. I see in all of you. In all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from different tribes which later formed our Commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together they created all this ceremony of which we are now a part. The exiles liberated through their rites went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental part of our aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see what we reflect the values. The people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative, on behalf of Molten Belief, and I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a dear friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that you require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude. The time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles, each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes a leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It now seems that the ranks of the Nightwings are complete. You sense her powerful presence. Okay. Now then, my kin. Perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and stormy sky. Okay, time to make a choice. So, it's going to be a sort of like between obviously the Tempers and the Essence aren't going to be fighting anytime soon unless we start calling out a bunch of stuff. The Dissidents are doing well on their record. The Pyre absolutely suck. So do we just start trying to work down the list, hoping that when we get to the next liberation, which we know in three rights, they'll be happening. So if we get rid of Dissidents, Chastity and Fate, that would then mean we face the Withdrawn. We won't be facing the Pyre, they're too low down. Yeah, so we would end up with the Withdrawn. Right, well let's see who we've got to face here. So we've got the Pyre, the Dissidents, and the Withdrawn. Anyway, yeah, I think we're going to go straight in on the Dissidents. Well, we're going to be butting heads against old Barker again, are we, chum? Guess it helps to know ahead of time so I can brush up on my grovelling. He then shares with you what he knows of your next opponent. Barker Ashpulse, a volatile cur whose pack, the Dissidents, conduct the rites more so for thrill than freedom. Back on the other side, Barker never quite took to the culture of the Commonwealth, and often ran afoul of the law for various acts of boorishness or vandalism. He always promised to go straight, and in time he found a certain niche, for he was an accomplished hunter. And the people of the Commonwealth did have an appetite. Barker relished the hunt more than anything, and spent his earnings on a variety of questionable things. One particularly raucous evening, Barker was caught relieving himself on the foot of the statue of Archjustice Androboles IV. And that was the end of his citizenship. In the downside, it seems he caught the notice of the Dissidents, who in turn have observed his speed, ferocity and fearlessness. He is now the best of them. Barker's reputation grew among the exiled curs of Jolmer Valley region, where he is feared and unafraid of taking what he wants. Not long after they flushed me down, I was just trying to make ends meet. I made a deal with him. In hindsight, let's just say it was a bad idea. He can make my life go real sour if he wants. Anyways, better go pass out. We got a long few days ahead. You wish Ruki a restful evening in turn. It's too late to take flight, though tomorrow you can press on. Wow. Oh, should we try and learn about Bertrude here? Because you find Big Bertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in flagging hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of the bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. That one, such as thee, can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madam. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of Wat's Rim Gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Volfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then, after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. If we actually look at this roster now, let's say Bertrude. She's got decent starting stats, I have to say. Very decent stats. But she basically replaces the presence that Jadariel would have had. So I think we could do with having there in Team Speedy. So, something to consider as we continue the journey. You rise early that morning, though Bertrude is already awake. She scowls at you. Good morning, reader. Bertrude, I trust your stay has not been too uncomfortable. Nay, Sandalwood, the comforts of this place are not for us. Flyers fall from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all of this. The reader here shall do so once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience. Alright, let's do it. Let's take off. Whoop. Soaring far above Scolorian shore, you notice Panther gazing down at the frozen cliffs below. That damned place, down there. I like it least of all, I think, among everywhere we've been. I'm thankful that there has been no reason to return. Reminds me of my home is all. The high-winged remnants. We all grew accustomed to the thinner air amid the cliffs that breach the clouds above your commonwealth. But it was not the nicest place. Little wonder that my sisters settled for a rather warmer base of operations in this land, there, by the nest of Trieste. Anyway, I am pleased to have spent as little time as possible near here. Let's fly on by, and go about our business. And fly on by we will. There we are. Perfect. The Hulk of Oris. It has drifted here upon the sea for longer than one might expect. Perhaps you have already read of the doomed ship's demise in the embrace of the unfathomed plums. Some say it was the sea itself which preserves the ship's remains. Hidden properties within the water, sea creatures binding together ruined planks of wood. Those such as yourselves in the distance know another truth, I gather. The stars would not align over the wreckage if it did not have greater significance than first appears. May you have good fortune there during the coming night. And we have some choices. So we could look at vocations. Ace grabs with Bless Us at Underling Pass. Oh. You can hear the angry hissing coming from Ilmilda all the way from your position. You think mayhaps the skies belong to ye? Foolish. The skies and everything above them and below belong to the Astralborn. Ye should be smitten from his skies on his awakening. Now be gone. Alright, well, get out of the way and I'll do it. So we've got valuables if we follow the Rookie path. We can... You know what, we can finish the vocations business here. You touch down at the Sea of Solace, where you first encountered Sir Gilman and the Pyre Hearts. You soon shall carry on by sea, though for now you have some time to spare. Oh, we got some. There's more stuff. Oh! Alright, Volfred. Volfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rights as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles. The Road to Freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my kin. Tell me something, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I can discuss it in much detail. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? I find it fascinating. You tell Volfred the book has fascinated you, and that you've never seen anything quite like it. He nods slowly as you describe your experience with it. I share the sentiment. To have in our possession a genuine artifact from a forgotten time, how much of it is exactly true, and how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events. I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. He puts away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived for all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well, and the ideas there contained, they remain rather provocative as well. To think that the Commonwealth disavows of the existence of this book despite official recognition of the 8 scribes, although the reasons why are in there, written plain. How fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interest in its teachings. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Right, now let's survey this fathomless trench. Having reached the murky waters of the fathomless trench, you volunteer to survey the grounds. You prepare to head out. However, your companions beat you to it in this case. Easy does it, reader darling. Teaser and I were thinking we would take this one. They depart, leaving you to rest up. When they later return with nothing much to report, you are feeling better and are in the midst of deciding which of your vocations to pursue. Well, one last bit of book studying here. And we've got Reader's Influence, Righteousness. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks up at you with strange eyes, a colour not unlike the bindings of the book, and he smiles at you faintly. The moment passes, and he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realise you are clutching the Book of Rights to your chest. You manage to pull away. Someone's become the Book of Rights. Right, let's continue the journey. To the Hulk of Ores, where we attempt to take on Barker. Oh, alright dude. You on here today? Hey guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns, like drowning, stuff like that? Something happened there or what? Heard a crazy story, she just flew on out here or something. Anyways. Yeah, what I'll do is, at that point I will sell Solium's horn, because we don't need it for Jadariel anymore. And we will then buy Oscar's Stardust. For our particular reasons. Tell all your friends about us, because I already told mine. Okay, who else have we got to speak to here? Oh, Pamitha. Again. You find Pamitha by herself again, although her expression has grown darker than her custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? I'm trying to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Leave me be, reader. Just leave me be, reader. Just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that, with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny. But now her thoughts are laid bare to you. Yeah. Pamitha seems to be inviting you into her thoughts. You remain there, in that lonesome space with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Tamitha? Shall I just go ahead and kill them all? That would be proof enough, perhaps, about my loyalties to you and our sisters. Perhaps I ought to start with this one right in front of me. The bond between you and severs as Pamitha opens her eyes and stares at you. Then she smiles sweetly and gives a gentle laugh. You see, Rita darling, my thoughts are rather cumbersome at times, but do not fear, I have them very well under control. Still, thoughts about being the loathsome thing they are, I nonetheless cannot fully suppress them. She exhales and looks askant. You know by now why I'm in this mess with all of you. You could say I lacked Tamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nation overthrown, or something worse if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth-forged steel. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of it myself. Became a bit of a pariah, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and others killed someday, so when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there were such risks, of course, and yet, a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way, and in my growing protest of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realise our nation's people have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's the stupider. She brushes past you and out the wagon for now. So that would suggest to me then that, yeah, her thoughts were telling me to let her through, but... Ah, okay. I mean, that's how I could feel of it. But yeah, conspiracy, insurrection, and therefore... no. Right. We've got time to do one more right, so let's go for it. As the sky grows dark over the hulk of Oris, a hush falls over your companions, especially Ruki. You sense something is troubling him, something to do with your next adversaries. Oh, hey chum. I just wanted to let you know I'm pumped and ready to take on the dissidents this time. Sure I am, alright. That Barker, he's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know? So, yeah, don't you worry, because I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. As Ruki marches off towards the clearing, you notice his grin fade away. In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to hoot and howl. Be interesting to see what's happened since last time. Right, what have we got here? There's that.
Limbless Erzek.
I want him actually to return sooner. You know what? I don't think we need this. There's an extra challenge that I don't need. So, we won't.
The much vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear their ranks grow stronger.
Well, no, they grew weaker because we liberated two people.
Bog-grown Bertrude, are we? How very strange that you befriended her.
Ah, befriend, that's a term.
Rate, your adversaries in this right shall be the dissidents. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
That's the plan. Hi mates, look at it what we have here. Greentail, is that you? Yeah, Barker, it's me alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something then, Greentail. You gonna go against me this time, or keep on being a stinking coward like before, huh? Oh, what do I do? 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 Wait. He says he wants to fight. If you can beat him, maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Greentails alone. I can make it worth his while. Barker? What is it, mate? The right's about to start. Well, I was just thinking, now that I owe you and everything, but I got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? I like a good laugh's more like it, but I'll buy Greentail. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I can beat you here, we're squared away. You'll let me off the hook. Ah, I see. But tell me something, mate. Now, why in this stinking world would I want to do a thing like that? What's in it for me when I beat you instead? Then, I'll pay you double what I owe. I promise. But you have to promise too. Curse oath. Oh, really now? Double or nothing is it then, is it, eh? You drive a hard bargain there, mate, but alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack, right here, right now, and you're debt-free as far as I'm concerned. Of course, if you don't, I'll be fleecing you for all you're worth. You, your stupid uncles, and that dear old mum of yours. See you shortly, then. Rookie turns to you. Hey, so, this one means a lot to me, you understand there, chum? Let me go against these guys and I'll make sure we show them up, okay? Hold a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slivers forth wearing the raiments of the bright. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you became familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please show the reader something of your aptitude. Yeah, we expect thou shalt soon be inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far. Okay, so what can she do?
The bog crone Bertrude shows herself in full.
Just
Now I have to wonder
pounce on someone.
what
Alright.
became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Uh-huh. Oh, power blast, okay. Now then, reading one. Know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with you because of Sandalwood, because of its plan, which is at 40%. We shall aid ye in the rights, we shall aid you in that plan. Thus, we are at thy disposal and await thy bidding. Okay. I think we are going to put Bertrude in.
Now let us begin.
So it still works with... So, Rookie, in you go. Tizo, in you go.
Tizo.
And we still should have really looked at the other team, shouldn't we? So what have they got here? They have extra presence. Oh, they have an 85% chance to avoid banishment if they score. Well, let's not let them score, shall we?
Bertrude. It is done.
Oh. Tizo is ready to help Rookie defeat Barker and the Dissidents. Good old Tizo. Alright then, Greentail. Bring it on, or it's your old dear mum who's gonna pay. Well. Let's go.
Now begin. Gracious.
Oh, shoot.
An inauspicious start.
That wasn't good. No.
Dissidents are banished to the last.
Get it.
Magnificent.
There's a glory dive.
It seems the Nightwings are a bit ahead. The orb.
Get in there. Number 27. Runs 51. Let's go. What's the matter, Greentail? You think you seem a little nervous on your paws out there? Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What's that you say, huh? You think you can talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Barker. Stay out of my damn way. Or what, mate? Or I'll sink these little nervous teeth into your neck, old chum. Whoa, things are getting fighty.
Was a menace to the Commonwealth and is a blight upon the rights.
Peace.
Their flame has died a little.
It's 29. Still gonna need 2. Oh, balls. Oh, balls. It's alright. Bertrude's back up. Oh, this is getting a little chaotic. Oh, balls. They're getting a score. They're getting a score. That's unfortunate. Oh. Get in.
Now that is how to snuff a flame.
Oh, we're on 2.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Peace out. And done.
The Nightwings prevail again.
Suck it, Barker.
And what a crushing victory it was.
I actually like that team setup. Especially
Thus
against
end
the
this night's proceedings.
especially against them. Whoa, we got it. We did it. We got him. Yep. Girl. Green tail. You got us fair and square, mate. As fair and square as this stuff gets, right? So my family, you'll leave alone? You said you'd leave them alone. Ease off there, Green Tail. Deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack had better set it up for when we see you and your mates again. I'll be looking forward. Rookie watches him depart and then turns to you as his expression softens. I don't know what to tell you, chum, other than I really owe you one.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Well done, guys. You did it. Happy for yous. Alright, yeah. There we go. Good old.
Crone called Bertrude.
Lest as our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still. Do you have something to like? While Bertrude's Pyre has less than the adversary, she deals an additional. Oh.
The secrets of the wild witch revealed.
Yeah, that works. That's a lot of like. It's expecting that you do, but you know, dealing more damage to those who already have a dodgy Pyre is great. We made it. After thwarting the dissidents rather decisively, you return to the wagon to find Volfred and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Volfred, sir. Then Volfred notices that. Reader, Tarek and I have observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the star of Kalma rope collar is illuminated now. It is but another star. Except, our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. Oh. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It's just as Volfred indicated. Huh. We have a look in the planner as well. Go. Drop the dissidents down slightly. So with these two rights till the liberation, currently at this point, the Chastity and the Withdrawn, if we were to beat them, we'd be taking on the Fate. So it's a plan. Oh. Well, we'll be taking on the Pie Hearts regardless at this point then. Which then means if we were to then face, it would be like the Chastity and the Withdrawn. Whoever we beat would then be who we take on in the ranks next. I mean, this is next week's plan, mind, but, you know. Then, we are summoned to the Isle of Kaelma, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before, Tarek? So long ago, I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let us not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn, and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. And we've got a little bit of chat, and that's probably the last thing we'll be doing here. Ah, Rookie. As you approach Rookie, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. Then he rushes up to you. A return to form. I mean, I know I'm not. I'm stood down here with all the rest of you. It's like I finally got to set aside this big giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around. Know what I mean? Wanted to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now, at least old member Greentail won't get any trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for a rookie boy to come on home, but At least you won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just because I struck a lousy deal. So, yeah, chum, you ever need something? I owe you one, and then some. Curs over. He prances out the wagon, a newfound lightness in his step. Ruki gained 2 hope permanently. Boom. Right, so I think I'm actually going to take us over to wherever we need to be. And then land. Oh. Voltwood joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on the approach to the infamous Isle of Calne. Amongst its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tarek, do you suppose the Pyre Hearts were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though. We soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Right, where are we going here? We're going to land at Sharpshire? Or Barber Reef? I think we'll land on Sharpshire. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breach through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden among these waters, though for now, you have some time left before continuing onwards. And at that is where we will end it for today. So, yeah. If anyone's come in and lurked and all that stuff, cheers. I don't know what's going on for tomorrow's streams. Who knows? Sooner we all know, the more. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up. For tonight, I'm going to wrap it up. There we go. I can words. So, have a good night, and we shall see you soon. Toodaloo.